problem that if you don't address, is not going to get any better.
That's
and it
why
probably is going to get worse.
People don't address the problems in society until it affects them.
What do you think they could do, though? Like, how, besides just education, how do you stop as much crime? How do you give people, like, counseling? Like,
Well,
what would be...
you can get the guns out of Chicago. You can get the guns out of anywhere if you want to.
You think so? How would they
Absolutely.
get the guns out?
You
They would
can
get most of the guns out, right?
You can get most of the guns out. You can do that.
But do you run the risk of taking guns away from people that could defend themselves in a really dangerous area that's filled with guns?
By taking
the guns out. Like, what about people that are also, so like, who are you going to take the guns away from? You're going to take the guns away from the lady who runs the bakery, who carries a lot of cash?
No, lady,
at the end of the day?
lady that runs the bakery keeps her gun. Lady that runs the bakery that has a business that provides goods and services for the neighborhood
That wants protection.
Keeps her gun.
Did you see that recent video? There's a crazy video of these two gals behind a stove, and one lady's cooking.
I saw it yesterday, and the guy punched her in the face.
The guy comes back and wails her in the head, and then the other girl pulls a gun out.
She keeps her gun.
Yeah.
She keeps her gun because shit like that might happen. But that guy, now imagine if he had a gun.
That's a good thing for people to see. This is why, and I'm not saying everybody should have guns. It's a good thing for people to see because you only hear the other side. You only hear guns being dangerous and killing people. You don't hear people like that lady that just saved herself from getting the fuck beat out of her with a gun.
I know. I saw that video, and then I saw the other video was a guy in a jewelry store.
Yeah.
He comes in, two or three guys, hoodies on, mask on. You see the guys coming through the door pulling their mask down.
Oof.
It's like on the camera.
Right.
And then you see a guy walk away from the jewelry display. He walks, the camera's shooting this way, so he walks out of range of the camera. And when the guys come in, he comes back blasting. Boom.
Whoa.
That guy keeps his gun.
Jesus. He just started shooting as soon as
they came in, guns out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So what happened?
It was customers in there too. So he hit one. He hit the first guy.
Customers in there.
Yeah, and then the other two ran out, and you see the guy run out of camera range.
Can you imagine being in a fucking jewelry store trying to buy a watch for your wife and a gunfight breaks out?
Engagement ring. You're just like, I'm so in love. Me and my girl are going to get... And the guy just comes in.
And you think this could be it. This is how I'm going to go.
Yeah.
My kids are never going to see me
Or you think, you know
again.
what, this is a sign we shouldn't get married.
I
was so in love, but that shit was scary.
I have too much PTSD to get married right now. That's
Some other
hilarious.
time.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, but you run a business, you keep your gun.
You keep your gun. Yeah.
You're just a guy in the corner, 20 guys on the corner. Cops stop them, frisk. Okay, taking these guns.
It's going to be hard to get them all, man. And the problem is defining who gets to keep one and who doesn't get to keep one. It's very sketchy.
Let's have that argument later.
Right.
Let's get the guns first.
Well, then
hold on,
but the
people
problem
just
with
got
that
shot.
is you're never going to get them back. Like once you take them away, whoever got the guns taken away, they're never getting their guns back.
Well, no, you got to take the guns, and then there has to be more to just that. You got to take the guns, and there has to be an increased police presence. You have to take the guns, and they have to be something to do when school lets out. You have to take the guns, and they have to be counseling for drug offenders, and you take the guns, and there has to be jobs in the neighborhood. It's a lot of steps that have to go, but it can be done.
Yeah. You could definitely get the illegal guns, right? If you could somehow or another get access to them, the illegal guns. The legal ones are going to be real tough. Because if someone has a gun legally and they haven't committed a crime, it's going to be real hard to take that gun away from them.
Yeah, but I don't think if they did the numbers, the guys with legal guns aren't the guys that are
committing all these crimes, right?
The guy with a legal gun, I'm pretty sure, isn't the guy that drove past this party
so then
and shot up.
Right. Then you got to worry about the people with legal guns getting robbed for their guns.
Right.
If guns become a shortage, the whole thing is it's a real problem, and it's very complicated, I think, to try to completely solve it. And how do you get these people that are in that life, that are every day involved in gang violence and
I don't think everybody, I could be wrong. I don't think everybody that's in gang life wants to be there.
I think you're right. No, I think you're definitely right.
I think they're just like, what the fuck else is there to do in this neighborhood?
You're right. You're right.
I think if they had an opportunity to, I think the kid that is a very good basketball player, that his uncle was, like I said, his family lineage is gang life. Mm-hmm. If he had a chance to go play basketball somewhere, he would take that chance.
I think you're totally right. And I think in the absence of any other chances, that's when it becomes something that's an option.
Right.
Yeah. And I think it's all about the same feeling that people get when they're joining gangs or when they're like a staunch right winger or a staunch left winger. I think it's all the same thing. It's like people have a desire to belong to something.
Absolutely.
Make something that makes your life have more meaning
Absolutely.
or feel like it has more meaning.
Absolutely. And